My name is Asobo Mongwa. In this session, I'll be talking about the investments we're making in PC gaming and the Windows 10 Creators Update. I'll kick off our session first by talking about the opportunities that exist in this space. I'll then briefly talk about games marketing, then transition to the investments we're making with Xbox Wireless. From there, I'll share with you the updates in graphics, improvements which we're making in graphics in the Windows 10 Creators Update. Then we'll close out this session by talking about advanced color, and that includes HDR, high dynamic range, and WCG, the wide color gamut. We envision a world in which gamers have the ability to play the games that they want, with the people that they want, on the devices that they want. Gamers can play with their friends and family on the Xbox console, either locally or via Xbox Live, and then be able to transition over to a Windows 10 PC and play those same titles at no additional cost to them. With Xbox Play Anywhere, we have set the foundation. We have put in the infrastructure that allows gamers to be able to purchase a game once and play it anywhere. That means that games like Gears of War 4, Forza Horizon 3, games that support Xbox Play Anywhere can be purchased and played on the console and the PC. These gaming opportunities scale across various form factors: your Xbox console, your desktop, your laptop, your two-in-one. We are bringing Xbox investments to every Windows 10 PC. And this family of devices share a common developer platform, UWP, the Universal Windows Platform. You heard Rowan earlier talk about this as being one of our big bets. With the Universal Windows Platform, applications built here are developed once, and they're able to scale across different form factors. The store as well, where your purchases are made, are common between the PC and the console, thereby taking away any fragmentation in the procurement and purchase experience for the gamer. With Xbox Live, your friends, your subscriptions travel along with you as you go from the Xbox console to the PC, then maybe back to the Xbox console, and on to a gaming laptop, and so on and so forth. As you move from one Windows 10 device to another, your settings move with you, your saved games move with you. All your data makes that transition with you as well for a smooth experience. Common gaming accessories. This refers to the compatibility of Xbox devices on the PC. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in an upcoming slide. And DirectX 12 continues to be the fastest version of DirectX adopted ever. We're seeing great momentum there. And our Xbox games with Xbox Play Anywhere. This is the infrastructure we have put in place, whereby when the user purchases a game, they receive a digital token that gets associated with their gamer tag, thus allowing them to be able to play that title on the console and the PC that meets the system requirements for that game. Now, this is built into the infrastructure. That is, the infrastructure is built into our operating system. And so both our first-party and third-party developers can build games that take advantage of Xbox Play Anywhere. Let's watch a short clip that highlights this.
Buy an Xbox Play Anywhere digital title and it's yours to play on both Xbox One and Windows 10 PC.
Behind you. Yeah, got it.
Xbox Play Anywhere.
There are a number of opportunities in which our partners can differentiate their offering with gaming. You can bundle your offering with an Xbox controller. You can bundle it with a game or a series of games. We can work with you to contextualize your offering and the game assets to build a more distinctive approach for you. There are also a number of programs and resources and tools that we have in place that partners can take advantage of. Take advantage of our brand, take advantage of our gaming expertise and experience. Leverage our marketing channels to create mutually beneficial marketing campaigns. Do reach out to your Microsoft representative so they can loop you in with the right folks with whom you can continue having this conversation on bundling. Let's talk about Xbox Wireless. About a year ago, we started bringing Xbox Wireless technology to the PC. We received a tremendous amount of feedback from gamers. They wanted to have the same Xbox controller wireless experience that exists on the console brought over to the PC. So we released the Xbox Wireless adapter to meet that request. Xbox Wireless is built best in class with the gamer in mind. What does that mean? High bandwidth, low latency protocol that leverages Wi-Fi technology. The ability to support up to 8 devices at a time, capable of working in a broad range, up to 6 meters away. Gamers are now able to enjoy stereo audio wirelessly, something that could not be achieved with other technologies like Bluetooth. Our gamers love the Xbox Wireless. We've seen great success there, and the sales continue to exceed expectations. We are, however, not stopping with just the controller. Last August, Xbox Wireless launched as a brand, and with that, we kicked off a new wave of future devices which we'll be bringing to the PC. As an example, Rock Band is ecstatic, extremely excited to bring musical instruments to the PC wirelessly using our technology. We see Xbox Wireless as a key differentiator for our OEMs on their PCs. Now, not only are the games able to transition from console to PC, but now your favorite gaming accessories are also compatible on the console and the PC and able to make that transition with you as you go from device to device. If you're looking to build PCs with this technology or become one of our additional partners in building the next wave of future accessories which we're bringing to both the console and compatibility on the PC, again, do reach out to your Microsoft representative so we can continue having that conversation. These are the investments which we are making in regards to graphics in the Windows 10 Creators Update. I'm going to call each of them out, and then there are a number of them which I will touch on in subsequent slides. WDDM 2.2 refers to the Windows Display Driver model, version 2.2. It encompasses all the new graphics, features, and hardware scenarios that we've enabled with the Windows 10 Creators Update. We're looking to make improvements in DDI and API to enable mixed reality in Windows Holographic, which you just got a preview of. Looking to make investments in DX12 API as well, investments in our game development tools, which are happening both on the console and on the PC as well. Support for multi-GPU, support for game broadcasting. WCG and HDR are definitely in our plans, and I'll talk a little bit more on those in a subsequent slide. And finally, improvements in driver delivery and variation, and some staging work in GPU virtualization. Game broadcasting. You all heard Terry this morning. He gave you the statistic. There are now more people online watching other people play games instead of playing themselves. More people watching others play games instead of playing themselves. That's the reason why we're investing in game broadcasting. You may have heard that we acquired a company called Beam. These folks have some really good IP in friction-free, low-latency game broadcasting. We're going to integrate this IP in our existing infrastructure to enable the casual game streaming scenario. No additional hardware required other than what's needed for the Windows 10 anniversary update. But with that being said, great PCs with multi-core processors present good opportunities for rich gaming experiences that involve concurrent gameplay, game capture, and game broadcasting. These are scenarios we support and encourage. And how do we deliver the drivers for these games? We experienced a scenario when we released Forza Motorsport 6 Apex to the public via the Windows Store. The game was free, and so a lot of gamers were excited about it. It's a good game. They were excited to get their hands on it, download it, set it up, and start playing. The first issue they ran into was that the graphics drivers on their machine had expired. Additionally, there wasn't a clear pathway for them to follow to be able to go out and fetch the drivers needed in order to enable that game on their machine. We are now looking to provide graphics drivers for games alongside game purchases in the Windows Store. The acquisition would trigger a download from Windows Update of the minimum graphics drivers required to light up that game on the device. And the WHCK signed driver is what's needed to enable this. DX12 continues to go from strength to strength. The fastest version of DirectX ever to be adopted. More and more games continue to be developed that take advantage of DX12. I've listed a few of my favorite up there, among which is King of Wushu, which was developed here in China. We also have support for game engines like Unreal 4, Unity 5, and CryEngine. But don't just take my word for it on what I'm saying in regards to DX12. Here I have feedback, statements, reviews from game developers touting DX12, what they love about it, and how great it is. These slides will be made available to you at a later time. You'll be able to click on those links and read for yourself what these developers have to say about DX12. In the meantime, though, I'd like to show you a little clip that expresses what they're talking about. That video always gets me excited. The last topic we're going to talk about in this session is advanced color. Advanced color refers to the two components of UHD, the ultra high definition spectrum. HDR, high dynamic range, and WCG, the wide color gamut. HDR is the difference between the darkest blacks and the brightest whites, whereas WCG refers to the broad spectrum of colors that can faithfully and accurately be recreated on your PC screen. With the Windows 10 anniversary update, we shipped support for WCG and HDR, and this was to give developers a head start in supporting advanced color. With the Windows 10 Creators Update, we're extending this support to our OEMs and our mutual customers. The scenarios we see here are HDR video streaming, HDR AAA games, and professional creative applications. And let's take a closer look at it. This slide shows you some options. Options we would like you to consider supporting in your hardware portfolio for devices coming out in 2017. Let's start at the far left here on the table, where we have SDR, standard dynamic range. Good video quality here. No additional hardware requirements other than what was needed for the Windows 10 anniversary update. This column represents our existing devices. Let's take a step to the next column. OEMs shipping Windows 10 devices all-in-ones, notebooks that have a screen with 400 nits of peak brightness will be able to enjoy HDR streaming, video playback that showcases more vibrant colors, greater contrast. Moving on to the next column. OEM shipping Windows 10 devices that have a discrete GPU are connected to a TV or monitor that supports 10-bit HDR. Will be able to enjoy videos in UHD, ultra high definition, which supports 4K. They'll also be able to take advantage of HDR AAA games. And moving to the next column. OEM shipping Windows 10 devices that do have a discrete GPU are connected to a TV or monitor that supports 10-bit HDR and are also outfitted with WCG, wide color gamut. Systems targeted at professionals and professional creative applications in photography, in videography, in art. These systems will be able to accurately and faithfully recreate those rich, vibrant colors as closely as the publisher intended. These are the options available. Your offerings will vary based on cost and based on specific scenarios you want to light up. We're excited about the opportunities our partners have to differentiate their offerings with gaming. So do reach out to your Microsoft representatives. Let's continue the conversation on how you can bundle with games, with accessories. Also have the conversation on how you can join us and partner with us in bringing in that new wave of accessories that leverage our Xbox wireless technology. We urge you to support WCG and HDR as well. There's a session tomorrow on display in which we'll be sharing our ecosystem requirements or recommendations on advanced color. I urge you to attend that. It's a good session to be at. And that's all I've got for you folks. Thank you for your time.